Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to our annual special Senior Academic Awards and Scholarship Banquet. I want to congratulate the class of 2019 on all of your accomplishments. And the big day is obviously Saturday, and we get rid of you. No, I'm kidding. We're going to miss you. There are a ton of awards and a lot of money that we're giving away tonight. I think there's over, I don't have an exact number, but there's between 40 and 50 scholarships that we're given, and they range from generally 500 to over 1,000. So we're very fortunate. I want to thank all of our presenters for taking some time to be here tonight. And we have just an exciting evening planned. I hope that you enjoy it. I think you certainly will. At this time, I want to bring to the podium our superintendent, Mrs. Angela Smith. She has a couple introductions and a few opening remarks. Angela, a little round of applause.
Good evening. This is my favorite program of the year. This is a culmination of years of hard work, and for me, I have got to watch this class grow up from kindergarten through seniors, because I've been around that long. I guess I'm old. But tonight, we celebrate the best of the class of 2019, and as I look out at all these fine students, I see not only the outstanding scholars they are, but the students who have contributed to our school and community in so many ways. We've seen success on the athletic field, the stage, most recently Footloose. I mean, we have quite a few of our leads from that play there, and if you, give it up for them. Two sold out shows Friday and Saturday night, because those of us that went Thursday were spreading the word. And the music arenas, as we did with our jazz band this evening. They've also provided leadership and community service and given back to our school in so many ways. And like I said, I've had the pleasure of watching them grow up into the fine people they are today. And they could not have done it without the parents and families that are here this evening. So students, please give your parents and families a round of applause. And because you've been around so long, you know I do that every program, right? So on behalf of the Board of Education, our central office staff, and Dave Bull, my assistant superintendent who's here tonight, wave Dave, congratulations on your accomplishments tonight, and best of luck to you as you begin your next journey. We know we will see and hear great things from the class of 2019. Please keep us posted and come back and visit.
Thank you, Angela. All right, before we begin presenting scholarships and that, I do want to recognize some special academic awards. If you've been in the program before, you'll know where we're headed with this. First, I'm going to recognize our top students of the class of 2019. So it's my distinct pleasure to ask to come forward Ms. Allison M. Schultz and Mr. Marcus C. Horton. Please come forward. Marcus, you look so excited. This year's senior class of 2019 is proud to announce our co-valedictorians. They have earned the top grade point average of 4.571 on the 4-point scale, and are separated by, get this, a mere 1,000th of a point. That's .001. That's 1 out of 1,000. I don't think it's ever been that close. And I don't know how. One of them took a different, Marcus, you took one different course. It must have cost you 1,000th of a point. But needless to say, they're both top-notch. Please join me in congratulating our co-valedictorians for the class of 2019, Allison Schultz and Marcus Horton. All right, you got to stay up there. You got to stay. At this time, I'd like to bring to the podium Mr. Colin Douglas. Colin, you get to stand over here. This year's senior class of 2019 is proud to announce our salutatorian. He has achieved the second highest GPA of 4.538 on a 4-point scale. Please join me in congratulating our salutatorian, Colin T. Douglas. Now, I have no money or anything to give you tonight. All right? Each year I do say this. These young people that I have introduced to you, simply put, are top notch. They are not only extremely ambitious, but each has set very high personal goals for themselves. I'm proud to say that they will represent our schools very well when they move on to the collegiate level. At graduation, they will each deliver a short message to the audience, and then they will receive a special medal to commemorate their honor. So please join me again in congratulating these fine seniors, Marcus, Allison, and Colin. You may now be seated. All right, my next award is called the Principal's Award for Exceptional Educational Academic Achievement. And this award actually was an idea many, many years ago. I've been here too long. From parents, my roundtable and that, because they felt that students just a little bit below these three here weren't getting quite the recognition, or we should recognize them. So this award is to recognize those students who have attained a 4.0 or higher cumulative GPA during their 4 years of high school at the end of their 7th semester. So that's pretty impressive. You can see all the clocks there. They're going to receive a clock. And there's over 40 of them. I think 44 to be exact. So we had 44 seniors with a 4.0 or higher, which is impressive. To accomplish an A average for all of your high school work requires a huge commitment on the part of each student, as well as dedication and persistence, and I'm sure a lot of TLC from their parents at home. All of these students have engaged in a very rigorous curriculum that was comprised of many of our honors and AP level courses offered here at MHS. At this time, I would like each of them, I'm going to bring you forward and line you up to receive their award. All right, and we started this last year. I went to, actually Mrs. Smith and I went to a banquet for one of our students in Columbus, and they did this little activity, and it was really, really neat. So what we're going to do, students, when you come up, most of you don't know, but after you receive your award, I'm going to hand you the microphone, and you're going to introduce yourself to us. You're going to tell us what college you're going to, and you're going to tell us what you want to major in. And that way we get a chance to know you a little bit. See, that just made them all nervous. Oh my goodness. All right, so at this time, hold your applause to the end. But Quinn, where's Quinn Aiken? You get to be first. So I'm going to ask Quinn to line up right over here. In your program, it's on page 3 at the top there. You got to line up alphabetical, so I'll give you about 2 minutes. Go, those 44 seniors. Connor, I think you're last one, right? So between Quinn and Connor, I want you to line up. Okay. Would you guys like to hand them to them? You don't have to read their name. They're going to do some side. So just hand them. All right, come on, you guys, for 4 years have been having the lineup, so you should know this routine. Somebody help out Nolan here. You might not know everybody. All right, you guys good? All right, so after Ms. Whaley describes, hands them their award, show the award. They receive a clock. All right, and the clock says MHS Principal's Award 4.0 Club has your name and year on it. All right, now, are any of you studying to be an engineer? No, Al is not. All right, so Brian, there's no buttons on here. How do you set the time? Take the clock out. Your brother was here. I should never call on you. All right, so we're going to begin. Go ahead.
My name is Quinn Aiken, and I'm going to Ohio Northern University to study applied mathematics.
Very impressive. All right.
Hi, I'm Jared Anderson. I'm with Ohio State. Not really
The Ohio State.
The Ohio State.
You're not sure what you're going to major in? Okay, sounds good.
Benjamin Mazuzi, self-taught plan going to Lakeland, and majoring in history.
Very good. You guys are really nervous.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm going to
Matt who? Yep.
Matt Beaton.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah. I'm going to Akron to study pre-med.
Nice.
I'm Kent. I'm going to West Virginia University to study sports medicine.
Where's Mrs. Rogan? Mrs. Rogan, you approved that last one about here? Okay, yeah, I just want to throw a flag. Who wrote this flag? Here, welcome, Mrs.
I'm Melissa. I'm going to Ohio State and I'm going to study biomedical engineering.
Present.
I'm Brian Chavella. I'm going to be attending Western Michigan University to study aerospace engineering.
Did not know that person. You didn't seem nervous on the mic. You have experience?
I'm used to it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm Allison Cochran. I'm going to the University of Akron and studying biochemistry. I'm Mallory Couch. I'm going to Michigan State University and I'm majoring in pre-medicine and nursing.
Neat. I bring you.
Hi, I'm Brandon Cram. I'm going to Ohio State University for nursing.
Bring you. The Ohio State.
I'm David Cruikshank. I'm going to Heidelberg University to study criminology and psychology.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Amy Valley Dice, and I'm going to Penn State to study zoology.
Nice.
I'm Olivia Baltimore. I'm going to Lisbon Community College to study biotechnology and science.
My name is Colin Douglas, and I will be attending Cleveland State University on a full ride to study physics. Okay, it's hard to top that one. I'm going to the Ohio State University, and I'm in the lab. I'm going to be studying chemical engineering.
Very good. I said you did okay on that.
I'm Hannah Elkins. I'm going to Ohio Northern University to study accounting.
A polar bear.
I'm Tabby Fox, and I'm going to Cleveland State University to study business. I'm majoring in anesthetic and I'm going to label and become an English teacher.
Hi, my name is Owen Hennessy, and I'm going to the Ohio State University to study business finance. Love you, Mom.
Oh, you love me?
Marcus Horton. I'm going to the Ohio State University to study data analytics.
How many of you even know what data analytics? You gotta be really smart to do that.
My name is Ellen Lux. We're going to Bowling Green State University to study pre-medical.
Wow. I know where this guy's going.
My name is Noel Landis. I've accepted a full ride to Indiana to compete on the track and field team. Plan on majoring in kinesiology. Go Hoosiers.
Very good.
I'm Ben Lawson. I'm going to the Ohio State University to major in music and hopefully someday not the other.
I'm Dustin Lewis. I'm going to the University of Akron to study early childhood education.
Very good. Hi, Megan.
Hi, my name is Megan McCluskey. I'm going to Penn State to study education.
Megan.
I'm Nick Myers, and I'm not going to college.
All right, you got a good plan. You should tell us this plan. Go ahead.
Commercial refrigeration.
My name is Cassidy Morgan, and I'm going to the University of Toledo to study criminal justice.
Excellent. Hi, Miss Allie.
Hello. Hello, I'm Allie Lee. So I'm going to Ohio University, probably to study music education.
I'm Mark Pierce, and I'm doing computer programming somewhere.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Cal Rieger. I'm going to the University of Akron to study international business and entrepreneurship.
Nice. I do.
Hi, my name is Julia Scanlon, and I'm going to Bowling Green State University to study physical therapy.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Jessica Schaefer. I'm going to Ohio Northern University to study engineering.
Go polar bears.
Hi, I'm Allison Schultz. I'm attending the Ohio State University to study zoology.
Very good.
I'm Brandon Stoffel. I'm going to Miami University, and
I don't know nothing.
Wait, let me share with you. You know who a famous alumni in Miami University is? Well, yeah. Me? Yeah. And you know what I studied? I had no idea what I studied. But you're a good company. You're a good company.
My name is Henry Spence, and I'm going to my theory college to study education.
Very good.
I'm Katie Sweat, and I'm going to Mhs Senior Awards.
Very good.
My name is Victoria Chamba, and I'm going to Ohio Northern University to study pharmacy.
A lot of polar bears tonight.
My name is Wyatt Fermi. I'm going to Bowling Green to study film production.
Very good.
My name is Clara Walker. I'm going to Penn State University to study English.
Very good.
My name is Amanda Webster. I'm going to Penn State University to study communications and human resources.
Very good. Kobe.
I'm Kobe Wilson. I'm going to Cleveland State University to study technology.
Very good. Last but not least.
I'm Connor Wood. I'm going to the University of Akron to study commercial energy.
All right, everything's fine. Give a good round of applause. If I have your attention again. Thank you, students. I find that so interesting. Although I talk to them every day, a lot of them, oftentimes I don't remember what or I haven't had the chance to ask them. So, very impressive of their plans and what they hope to accomplish. All right, now it's time to give away money. That's probably the best part of the program. We're going to start off with this. You follow your program, the class of 1976 scholarship. Miss Amy Fawnstock, who comes each year for us. Amy?
Hello. The Class of 76 Scholarship was created after our 20th reunion. Usually you don't make any money on a reunion, but we did. So we decided, it's time we get back to the school. Because when we graduated, we didn't give a gift to the school. What we did with our money was we gave it to our valedictorian's family for his mom's cancer treatments. There was a lot of expenses. So once we had this meeting after our reunion, we said, what are we going to do with the money? Where should it go? We decided we'd invest in the future. That would be the seniors of Madison High School. Grades, extracurricular activities, and community involvement are all part of our decision of who should get the scholarship. You guys make it tough. There are a lot of you doing a lot of amazing things. And I think all of these people would agree with me. It is hard to decide sometimes. Here are some of the highlights of our recipient this year. National Honor Society, Key Club, Secretary-Treasurer, awarded the Key Club international membership for at least 50 volunteer hours as a junior, grand total 150 volunteer hours. 3-year varsity softball letterman and starting catcher. Does anybody not know who it is? Okay. We'll go on. They also earned the Western Reserve Conference Scholar Athlete Award 3 times. Volunteers in the community as a softball team coach and conducts catching clinics. She will attend my alma mater, The Ohio State University, majoring in zoology, and then she plans to attend vet school. Did I mention she was also a co-valedictorian? Okay, I think we've got everything. I'm very pleased to announce that this year's recipient of the Madison High School Class of 76 Scholarship is Allison Schultz.
Right now, routine is
This
you're going
way?
for pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, over in front of you.
Through the middle?
No, just, yeah, right there. And the amount was $500. I think she did not mention that. Dr. Gaeta could not be here and has asked Ms. Beam, Julie Beam, to present this award.
Good evening. Our next scholarship is the Stephen and Meredith Gaeta Healthcare Scholarship. Dr. Gaeta sends his regrets that he could not attend this evening and asks that I award the scholarship. Considering I have 3 children that are getting orthodontics through him, he's pretty cool. As it says on the application, the applicant must attend and enroll in a 4-year institution with the intent to pursue a career in medical or dental field. The applicant must have very good academic achievement, school involvement, community service, and complete an essay stating their reasons for pursuing a career in medicine or dentistry. I can attest that this recipient meets these qualifications with flying colors. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner of the $500 award to Miss Allison M. Schultz.
Pictures. Don't worry, some of the other ones are going to get scholarships too. It's not all Allison Schultz show tonight. Next on the program is Mr. Richard Ingalls and Mr. Randy Owak. Both their kids have graduated a few years back and they started a scholarship and they do a great job. We appreciate them coming, gentlemen.
Thank you. It really is wonderful to be here in front of all of you. Not long ago, as you just heard, we were just like you, sitting out there waiting to hear who's receiving a scholarship, how wonderful it was that people were moving on in their life. And along that line, years ago, my good friend Dick Ingalls and I had more than just one conversation about creating a scholarship. We wanted something to reflect the many principles that we equally shared as we grew up, and then as we began our lives and our professional career development. We created this scholarship to reflect that mutual feeling that we can give back to the community. We wanted to make it just a little bit easier for someone else. And we certainly hope that somewhere in time that they will follow in the footsteps following this program that we created. We started this family scholarship once our children got through the building blocks of education here in the Madison school system, and they were moving on to attend college. As our children shared that experience with us, and it truly is a sharing experience, we found that it really wasn't always as easy as we thought. So perhaps with this Ingalls Owak scholarship of $1,000, we might be able to make a difference in someone's life and leave a lasting impression for everyone else. The recipient of our scholarship, for a family scholarship this year, is Miss Jessica Schaefer. Thank you.
Yep, go over for pictures. All right, our next presenter is from the Lake Health Scholarships, and they just began these last year, so they do a great job. So Mr. Joe Popley, you want to come forward? Joe, give him a round of applause, please.
It's my honor to be here this evening. I appreciate the invitation, and Lake Health is very, very honored to have the partnership that we do with Madison Schools. It was a very difficult decision. We have 3 $1,000 scholarships that we're awarding this evening. We had several applicants, and in the category of excellent students who have plans to go into the medical field, I am very happy to present the following 3 scholarships. The first one goes to a young lady who's going to be going to Kent State University in nursing, and that goes to Paige Swit. Our second scholarship is going to this student who is going to be going to Lake Erie College in pre-med, Shelby Slattery. And our third scholarship, going to my alma mater, The Ohio State University, in nursing, Brannigan Cram.
You would go over with the girls and get a picture of it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, our next one, I won't steal any of the thunder. Mr. Dave Munson, the LEAF Executive Director, is here to present a scholarship. And if you followed, it was in the paper and that, and we have some exciting news. One of our artists has done a tremendous thing. So Dave, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And I would be remiss if I didn't first have a shout out to the LEAF advisor here at Madison High School, who after 21 years of advising your sons and daughters on their college journey and financial aid, Miss Debbie Dayton is retiring. So I want to give her a shout out right now and an applause. She'll have big shoes to fill, but we will make sure that the LEAF advisor is ready and prepared for the next group coming up. On LEAF, besides having advisors in 20 high schools in Northeast Ohio, we also do some experiential education projects. One of them is the largest art and engineering combined program in the country. It's called the LEAF Umbrella Project, and we give materials to 11 high schools where they do artwork on umbrellas. And also, there are 14 high schools that engineering design how to hang them at the Great Lakes Mall. So we give engineering scholarships, and 2 girls, one from Chagrin Falls High School and one from Mayfield High School. And we give 4 art scholarships. Now there were over 120 entries this year, and you should be proud here. 3 of your students finished in the top 35. So I just want to give it a shout out to 2 of the students so they can stand and get your applause, and then I'll do the scholarship winner. I don't know if they're here. Hannah Woodruff and Fatima Vasquez, are you here? Okay, thank you. The top scholarship out of 120 entries was a Madison High School student who's very shy and very talented. Very talented. And probably a lot of the students saw her umbrella. Her umbrella auctioned at the highest an umbrella ever auctioned in this program, and 3 weeks ago. And she is going to Lake Erie College. And because she finished in the top 4 in the Umbrella Project, Lake Erie College is giving her $2,000 because of the Umbrella Project, and I'm proud to award her an extra $1,000 from LEAF for her umbrella, and her name is Amber DePoy.
Yeah, show it off.
We're allowed to open it indoors, don't worry.
How impressive is that? Give her a big round of applause. That is amazing. I predicted from the beginning that was the best one. I was so floored when we first put them out at lunchtime in that. So congratulations, Amber. Our next presenter has, I can't remember, he's given this scholarship for many, many years. Rick Fike, the Mind, Body, Spirit Award. Rick? Yeah,
thank you. The Mind, Body, Spirit Award scholarship is sponsored by the Madison Combined Martial Arts in the Village of Madison, and this is our 23rd year that we're proud to offer this award to a Madison High School graduate. The goal of the award is to recognize a student who balances their activities between their mind, the intellect, the body, physical development, and the spirit, the ability to get excited and motivate others in their school and through the community to support their school and fellow students, and just be around and be a positive soul. The criteria for selection must be a Madison High School graduate who has attended at least 2 years, have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher, Must have earned a varsity letter in wrestling, football, band, etc. Must have been active in at least one extracurricular activity. Possess a positive, involved, and spirited attitude among MHS peers and faculty. A strong sense of direction in life, and must be generally viewed by peers and faculty as possessing a positive attitude, drive, spirit, and dedication to Madison High School. Each applicant was also required to complete an essay describing how they have displayed that positive attitude and involvement in the school. And upon review of the applications, a board consisting of the Madison High School counselors, the teachers, and include Mr. Fisher, and a member of our association were all asked to provide their input and recommendations. Points were awarded to each applicant according to their accomplishments and their character, and the winner was chosen from the applicant who best represented these qualities. The recipient will receive a $500 check, a framed certificate, and in addition, the winner's name will be placed in a permanent plaque, which is located in the back of the cafeteria. This year we had 11 applicants, and every one of them were truly qualified for this award. This was a tough year. It was very difficult. Some of the comments made by teachers and faculties about this senior included, this student is a quiet leader, is trustworthy and well-liked, is wonderful, very involved and driven, an outstanding person. The student gives much personal time to Madison High School and their community and peers. Takes all roles seriously, is involved in many different groups and activities in and out of school. And if I read a brief sentence, a paragraph from their essay, the student says, quote, and I quote, "I show people how to push to be on top and always believe in themselves. Despite the struggles I have gone through, I never let that get in the way of my school or my activities. I have always come with a smile on my face, ready to take on the day. And as a leader, I always choose to put others before myself, because over the years, that is what I have seen to be what was most important." This year's recipient of the Mind, Body, Spirit, Alexis Nicholson. Good luck, graduating class.
All right, thank you. Our next scholarship, the Friends of the Madison Public Library. They have come each year for a number of years. So Mrs. D. Culberson and Ms. Carrie Spiegel, if you'd please come forward.
Hello, I just wanted to say congratulations to the class of 2019 on all of your achievements. This seems to be a great class. I don't know many of you, but I have met a few of you, so congratulations on everything that you will do in the future. And this award will be presented by my president of the Friends of the Madison Public Library, Carrie Spiegel. Carrie?
Thank you. It's my pleasure to give the Friends of Madison Public Library 2019 $500 scholarship to Julia Sansalone.
All right, I'm happy to have back Madison Bingo. It's been a few years since they've done some scholarships. So Mr. Brad Pitzer, Mrs. Joanne Eckert, if you come forward. I do want to give a little plug while they're up here. Their financial support of all of our academic programs is outstanding. You'll see they're going to wow you here in a little bit with all the scholarships. But without that, all the hardware we have, the food. When I first came, we did these type of banquets. We used to charge for the meal, and people had to pay for so many. And since a number of years now, with their support, we've been able to not charge and have any family member come. So it's really been a good thing. I can't thank them enough. So without any further ado.
I know we're kind of pressed for time, so I don't want to talk too long here, but I did want to tell you a quick story. This is for all the seniors out there. My best friend's daughter, when she was in school, she got the best title there could be. From the time she started getting graded until she graduated, she got nothing but A's. Well, she wanted to be a veterinarian. So she decided she's going to go to Ohio State. And her first day of class, she came from a small town. the first class she walked into, I believe there were almost 250 kids in the class. And she freaked out and quit school. She went to school to Mercyhurst in Erie, and she still graduated in 3.5 years, and she got a second record. She was the youngest first-time applicant to be accepted at Ohio State's veterinarian school. So all I wanted to say to you all, and she passed right through that with no problem, it's not always going to be easy, but never give up. It's really important that you get that education, especially now with the way, the way things are. You got to have that bachelor's degree. So, all right, what we're going to do, we went through 15 applications, and we really had a hard time. I mean, there were no bad ones. They were all good. We had to pick 2, and we're going to give each student a certificate and a scholarship for $2,000 each. I'm going to announce the first one. The first one will go to Megan McCluskey. Congratulations.
Oh, okay. And the second one goes to Connor Wood. But like Brad said, it was really, really hard to pick between the 15 people. So we also have $500 for honorable mention.
Oh, you're going to make me read them. Okay. Okay, so all the rest are going to get $500. The first one is Marcus Horton. Okay, yeah, well, let's hold our applause till we're done here so we can just get rolling. Second one's going to go to Alyssa Carruthers. Jessica Schaefer. Hope I get these names right.
Congratulations.
They don't care as long as
That's right.
Well, that'll come.
Okay, Brendan Snopel. Hope I got that right. Okay. Veronica Foreman. Brannigan Cram. Victoria Tromba. Allison Schultz. And Allison Froby. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. And it's Paige Kupta? Kupta. And Julia Sanzalone. Madison Shires. And Alexis Nickerson. Good luck, all of you.
Congratulations. Now you guys are going over pictures. Brad, was that small town Conneaut?
Yes, it was.
I thought so. Go head over for a picture, everyone.
I will.
That was pretty good.
Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Sure. I'll follow you.
Brad, they're all thanking you because I didn't give them any money.
Well, you notice since I'm retired, I don't wear sport clothes.
Yeah, that's good. All right, our next scholarship, the students know who's receiving this, but Project Unify has become such a major event in our school each year, and it really takes the person that spearheads it, works with myself and the Asbell family. It's really a huge effort. So Haley Asbell, one of my former students, is here to present the scholarship to her. You say a couple words about it.
Hi, everyone.
This scholarship's really near and dear to my heart. She's a little busy right now, but I couldn't have asked Maddie to do a better job. She was so dedicated, and she works really hard all year to try to provide a unified environment, not even just in school, but in the whole community. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. But she's a phenomenal girl. I had a really fun time working with her, and I'm excited to see what she does. So as soon as she's done, she can come out.
You got a good joke?
Maddie
or anything?
Shires. What?
You got a good joke or anything?
I'm not that funny.
Oh, okay. That was pretty good. All right, Madison. Well deserved. All right, Madison, one quick thing. Come here. Okay, just so you know. All right, next we have, as the students know, we had an unfortunate experience last year when Jeff Greer, our longtime art teacher, passed away. And we had started a memorial art scholarship in his honor. So his son, Eddie, is here with us tonight. Eddie, come on up. Give him a nice round of applause. And Mrs. Angela Smith is going to present.
Before we present the scholarship, though, I just want to point out to Mr. Fisher, there were 5 the University of Akron students to 1 Miami. I might have gone there. So last year, we lost a dear colleague, teacher, and friend. Our halls are adorned with his students' work, and his last personal work for this school was that mural over by the Streak Shack. So here to present the Jeffrey Greer Memorial Scholarship is his son, Eddie Greer.
Thank you. My dad loved teaching, and he was also an artist. It's not often when 2 worlds come together to make a difference, and I know he did. Together, I'm happy to present the 2nd annual Jeffrey Greer Memorial Scholarship of the amount of $750 to a very talented young woman who has shared her art throughout the community. I'm pleased to present the Jeffrey Greer Memorial Scholarship to Hannah Woodruff.
$750? Yeah, that's fine. We can reprint it for you. We'll reprint your certificate tomorrow. Okay, go on over for pictures. Thank you, Eddie.
Good job.
Very good. Ms. Smith, while you're walking over there, just to clarify, it's a lot harder to get into Miami. That's why only one of you got in. I'll catch heck for that, I know. Okay. All right, next scholarship. It used to be when I went to school, that's what it was. Is Kenny? Oh, yes. Here to present the James D. and Sally Matco Klingbeil Scholarship. One of my favorite people. And I didn't realize until the other day that I always call him Kenny Lofton. You guys weren't even born yet. Most of the students don't even know who Kenny Lofton is. How old does that make you feel, parents? But please join me, the Ohio State man, Mr. Kenny Lofton. That's actually Keith. Come on up, Ken. That was his brother, but he didn't give me any money. That's why he's still working.
Thanks, Mr. Fisher. OH. Right, that's my time. Thank you. I do that every year. Okay, so I'm so excited to be here. I know we were pressed for time, but I'm not sure if I said this last year. Did I tell you last year about my trip to Chattanooga, Tennessee?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, so this man has been in education forever. I was in a burrito place in Chattanooga, which makes no sense. But I had an Ohio State hat on, and the girl and I were talking about Ohio State, and she's from Madison, and she ended up talking about her favorite guy, which was her principal many years ago. So she and her family moved to Tennessee, and I was in a little burrito place in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and up here talking about Mr. Fisher. So thank you, real good guy. So not here to share that story, but I'm here to give some money. So a couple things I heard. Everybody said that it was such a tough decision. It was a tough decision for a lot of people, a lot of ways this year. And it is tough to get into Akron, I guess. Tough to get into Miami. It's tougher to get into Ohio State. Okay. but we have 9 that are going to Ohio State University Columbus campus this year from Madison, most than we've had in the last 5 years. And I had the pleasure of meeting a good number of the students this year to talk about this scholarship, which is a pretty special scholarship. Have you ever heard of the Klingbeil family ever before tonight? Okay, great. They are from here, they love here, and they give back here. If you don't know who they are, Google them. We don't have time to talk about that. But James and Sally Klingbeil, very generous, very well off now. They went to Ohio State University back in the 60s and have gone on. They live in San Francisco now, but they still give back for the last 19 years to Madison High School in Lake County. So over these last 8 years, they've been awarding 2 scholarships to 2 students in Madison High School, 1 additional scholarship to another student in Lake County. And this year, the award will go to 2 students that are deserving. And just to give you a little bit more background on the scholarship itself, a lot of students will apply, but not everybody is eligible for it. So there are several factors. Among those are school service, community service, and demonstrating leadership. And after reviewing all those, unfortunately I'm not the guy that reviews those, I'm just the guy that gets to come and give the award. But the amount of the award is renewable every year, and it could change a little bit. But this year, as it has been the last 3 years, is going to be the cost of full tuition, in-state tuition at Ohio State University. I didn't hear all the awards that are given, but this is pretty high. So the amount of $10,276 will go to these 2 students. And the first one is Adam Dunlap. And secondly, Brannigan Cram. This is for you. Thank you. OH?
This is a happy occasion, no fighting. All right, you guys going over for pictures and that. And Keith, I appreciate the story. He sent me a picture, texted it to me. And darn, I couldn't remember that girl's name. It was a while ago, but oh no, I'm getting too old. Next we have that Madison Elementary PTA scholarship, and we also have an Ohio PTA. So Mrs. Tiffany Mayosio, why don't you come on up and present those.
So I actually have the honor of awarding 2 scholarships today, one from North Elementary and one from South. Both the scholarships are in the amount of $1,000, and both of these students have accumulated countless hours of community service. They've demonstrated mastery in the classroom while juggling multiple extracurricular activities. For their efforts and for their success, it is my pleasure to announce Marcus Horton and Allison Schultz as the recipient of the PTA Award. In addition to the Madison PTA Award, I'd also like to announce that Allison was selected as the recipient of the Ohio PTA in the amount of $500 for her additional academic successes and everything. So congratulations on both of them. And Allison, I do have your other one right here too.
That was pretty good, Allison. 1,500 in one haul. All right, next we have the J. Wilson Post 112 Annual Scholarship Award. So Mr. Mike Schaefer, you want to come forward?
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. I want to thank Mr. Fisher and the students and staff for having this night tonight. This is a great evening for you seniors. Every year, the members of our post, J. Wilson Post American Legion, proud to award a scholarship to a senior student who has qualified for the award by scoring well in the Americanism and Government test. This is the test that's given every year in early November to juniors and seniors here at the school.
And we use this test as our primary grading for who receives this award. This year, we are proud to announce the winner of this $1,000 scholarship from class of 2019, Marcus Horton. It's all right there for you.
Very good. Congratulations, Mark. Nice. You headed over for pictures? Yep. All right, our next group is the Madison Memorial Post 601 Scholarship. So I just have Gary Majernik's name in it. Before press, I didn't realize, but Commander Bill Johnson's with him, and Mr. James Sprague. So please join me in welcoming them.
On behalf of the American Legion Post 601 and community, we do bingo on Thursday night, these scholarships. We're proud to present 3 $1,000 scholarships this year. And our recipients this year is Cassidy Morgan, our next one is Alexis Nicholson. And the third one, even though that they're going to Ohio State, Brannigan Cran.
Thank you, Joe. You headed over for pictures.
Okay.
I just want to thank Cassidy. That girl's giving me more unsweet iced teas at McDonald's than anybody since I go there every day. Thank you, Cassidy. I don't believe the Army Reserve's here, so we're going to jump to the Good Running Scholarship. That's Coach Kelly Chandler. Coach, come on up. Give her a round of applause. I should say, Coach, run up here. Run up here.
Good evening. I am tremendously excited tonight to recognize an outstanding runner from the senior class. Good Running is a not-for-profit organization that supports a different local nonprofit organization each month. Since Good Running was founded about 2 years ago, we've raised approximately $75,000 for local charities. We believe that you don't have to be good at running to be a good runner, meaning that anyone, regardless of their speed, can use running in a way to help others. Our hundreds of participants donate monthly to our charity of the month, and we convert all of your fitness data using Garmin's and Fitbits into raffle tickets to win prizes. This May, Good Running supported our local high school runners through the Good Running Scholarship. Our Northeast Ohio winner didn't have to be the fastest, but they did need to A, be a runner, and B, have an impressive history of community service. Not only am I the president of Good Running, but I'm also honored to be here as the girls' cross-country coach at Madison High School. So I'll change gears and tell you briefly, as a coach, about our winner tonight. Our runner saw a lot of success through running throughout the last 6 years here. One of my favorite moments comes from her freshman year, when we just completed an 11-mile run with a man who was running from the West Coast to the East Coast of the United States. And we joined him for a few miles, 11, just show his support for the cause that he was raising money for. After, the newspaper interviewed our scholarship winner, and she said, and I quote, when she was asked, why she chose to run 11 miles, she said, "That's when my coach made me stop." And if I hadn't physically stopped her, I think she'd still be going today. It's my honor to present the $500 Good Running Scholarship to Miss Julia Sansalone.
Okay, the Mo Bender Award will be presented at the alumni banquet. I thought Andy was going to try to make it tonight. He had intended to. I'll announce who the winner is, and just because I have to tell him and invite him to the banquet. It's on June 1st, but Marcus Horton is the winner of the Mo Bender Award. So Marcus, congratulations. All right, our next presenter was in my first graduating class here, right? Mr. Bill Mayer, the class of 97. So please, he's now principal of North Elementary School, so please welcome him up. Bill?
Good evening. I'm here tonight to present the third annual David G. Erbacher and David Kuroko scholarships. Both Daves were 96 grads from Madison High School. I had the pleasure of playing sports with both of them, my freshman through junior years at Madison High School. Mr. Whaley and Mr. Martin also had the pleasure of playing sports with them. Coach Willis and Coach Peterlin coached them, and Coach Dragas coached against them. They were both great individuals. Erbacher, a three-sport athlete with tremendous academics. He was a person I wanted to emulate. I looked up to him. He was very popular, ladies' man, extremely hard worker on the athletic fields, but also in the academic classroom. Kuroko, a fan favorite, very smooth on the baseball diamond, made everything look easy. He was a character with a great personality. Once again, a popular young man amongst his peers and could make everyone laugh. These two gentlemen, unfortunately, had an accidental drowning their sophomore year of college. Our community was devastated because of their very well liked, and this is why we honor these two scholarships tonight. The finalists for the Erbacher, this scholarship is dedicated to a three-sport scholar athlete who exemplifies what Dave represented: work ethic, dedication, perseverance, kindness, character, intelligence, and heart. We had 9 finalists: Shane Magda, Patrick Baldry, Amber Farah, Julia Sansalone, Jessica Schaefer, Ashley Hathaway, and the 3 top vote getters. I'm going to say a little bit more about these 3. Victoria Tromba, 4.34 GPA, most influential person in their life. Her grandmother, Dixie Barron. She played soccer, cheer, track, is going to attend Ohio Northern in the fall, play soccer and major in pharmacy. Marcus Horton, 4.569 GPA, I didn't think it went that high. Co-valedictorian, grandfather is his most influential person, Ken Kriegmont. Cross country, basketball, track, going to attend Ohio State, major in data analysis. And Owen Hennessy, 4.33 GPA, most influential person, Brooke Sharp, his mother's cousin, taught him to be flexible, relax, not take life so seriously. He also runs cross country, swims, track. He's going to march in the band and major in business and sales agent. Both recipients of the Erbacher and Kuroko will get a $500 check, a plaque, and their name is on the wall forever on the gym wall, and they're perpetual. The winner of the 2019 David G. Erbacher is Mr. Marcus Horton. You stay up here. And now for the Kuroko. This goes to a baseball softball player who exemplifies what Dave represented: work ethic, team player, dedication, humor, and intelligence. We had 3 finalists: Jared Simzek, Allison Schultz, and Jordan Pasalacqua, the 2 top vote getters. I already read about Allison Schultz, 4.571 GPA. Excuse me, I have not read about her yet, my fault. 4.57 GPA, co-valedictorian, most influential person in her life, her travel coach, Tim Hines, who passed away in 2018. She plays softball. She's the captain, attending Ohio State and majoring in zoology. And Jordan Pasalacqua, 3.6 GPA, most influential person in her life, Coach Butler, Coach Rose, and Coach Miller. Highlights: she also plays soccer and softball. She will attend Notre Dame to play soccer, and she's going to study education, so hopefully we can snag her back at Madison. The winner of the 2019 Kuroko Award is Miss Allison Schultz.
Thank you, Bill. Hey, Bill, the reason you're here at 4.5 GPA, we would have had yours together for 4 years to get that high. I'm going to get a lot of paybacks, I think, you know? Okay, our next scholarship on the program is the MHS Student Council. Mrs. Beth Ziegler sends her apologies that she could not be here tonight as a family emergency came up today that required her to be at home tonight. On her behalf, she would like to congratulate this year's recipient and thank her for all of her dedication, hard work and commitment to leading our student council. This year's MHS Student Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Ms. Alexis Nicholson. Hey, Jeff, I'm going to go get a picture with you. Thanks. Well, you can go next
Oh, no,
time,
I'm
Jen.
sorry. Did you hear that? I'm sorry.
I think Jen wanted a picture. We weren't looking for a pretty face. We were looking for a big guy. All right. Next are the Madison MEA scholarships. So here to present them is the president, Mrs. Gretchen Bapty. I'm not sure. Oh, there she is. Come on in. Give her a nice round of applause.
Good evening. My name is Gretchen Bapty. I'm a teacher here at North Elementary, and I am also the president of the Madison Education Association. It is my privilege this evening to present two $1,000 scholarships to two very deserving recipients. The first scholarship is the Janice Cassidy Memorial Education Scholarship. I was very blessed, as were I'm sure many of you in this room, to know Janice Cassidy. And her magic way with children is something special that touched so many lives. And through this scholarship, we have an opportunity to remember her and continue her amazing legacy. So our recipient of this award this evening is very deserving. She is planning to continue on and study special education. And I would like to congratulate Madison Shires. Our second $1,000 scholarship is for a child of a Madison teacher. And this is another very deserving student who is planning to study engineering as she moves on. And I would like to congratulate Jessica Schaefer.
Congratulations. You guys do pictures? Natalie? Yeah, do a picture. Have to get my program here. All right, next we have the Kiwanis Ski Club Scholarship and the American Red Cross. So Mr. Devenart and Mrs. Jocelyn Kilpatrick will be presenting them. They would come forward. Jocelyn here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you are. All right, here you go. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to present the one from Kiwanis. And if you don't know who Kiwanis is, we're the ones that brought Madison the Father-Daughter Dance. We're a community service group dedicated to helping the youth of Madison. And most importantly, all the funds that we raise stays in Madison. We are also the sponsor of Madison's Key Club. And this is a group of volunteers in our community, basically out of the goodness of their own hearts. Some of the things that they do is they work the Red Cross blood drive. They work at the food center. They work with us on the Father-Daughter Dance. They do a thing called the Rake and Run in the village, where they just show up over elderly people's houses, rake their leaves, and leave. This year they helped out at the YMCA with the Easter egg hunt. Worked at the Santa's workshop at both elementary schools, and just things like that. With our scholarship, we look for someone who displays Kiwanis' goal of volunteering to improve the lives of others and our community. So this year's scholarship winner logged the most hours, 200 hours, so roughly works out to about 8 full days of volunteering during the school year. And she also works a lot, according to Mr. Brainerd. She loves playing, or she played tennis. She plays in the band. She's an NHS, and she handled all the responsibilities of being the Key Club president, all while maintaining a GPA over 4.0. So, Kiwanis would like to present this year's scholarship to Alexis Nicholson.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Kilpatrick. I teach here at the high school. This evening I have the pleasure of awarding a $500 scholarship to a very deserving young woman. This scholarship is provided through the Red Cross and is to be given to a student who has consistently donated blood during our school blood drives. This particular young woman not only donated blood to help save the lives of others, but also has demonstrated quality characteristics in many other areas as well. I have been lucky enough to know this person for all 4 years of her high school career. I've watched her grow and struggle and blossom into a caring and talented individual. I feel honored to have been a part of her journey as well as the recipient of many doodles. Please join me in congratulating Amber DePloy.
Amber didn't expect this one. Amber, you have to give a gallon of blood, so to get to 500. I hope you don't mind. We'll start drawing it here a little bit. All right, you guys go on over for a picture? Thank you, Devin. And I'd like to put a quick plug in. I'm also a Kiwanian with Mr. Arts. When we restarted the organization, hey, Devin, how many years now has it been going? 4? 4 years. 4 years. So our main fundraiser, and they do a number of things in the community, has become the father-daughter dance. I don't know if you heard about this year, just a quick story. So we have 350, 400 little elementary girls running around in this cafeteria. Their dads were sitting in the gym. But the girls were out here running around, dancing, etc. And they all got here about 6:30. The dance started at 7, went to 9. At 8:30, poof, lights went out. For about about a minute or so, all you heard was screaming, everybody's cell phone lights on, and lights came back on. So we're like, whew. And then, I was doing something, we had food, everything here for them, and next thing you know, the lights went out. They never came back on. Now, I don't want to say the dads were done, but they got their dollars, they were out the door before you knew it. I think they were glad they went out at 8:30, but it's become a major event, and if you're interested in Kiwanian, there's a number of people in the community. It's all about doing good things. It all goes back in the community, so enough said. All right, I appreciate this young man and lady waiting. They're our academic challenge team, Mr. Tom Hubert, Mrs. Brittany Kemper, and they have thousands of dollars in scholarships to award tonight. Well, maybe. All right, give them a round of applause.
I'd first like to apologize to Adam Dunlap for wearing the same shirt as him tonight, so I know that's embarrassing for him more than me. So what a great night. On behalf of my most excellent co-advisor, Mrs. Brittany Kemper, we'd like to congratulate all our seniors tonight and all the awards that they won. It's really awesome to see. We wish them the very best in the challenges and the opportunities that lay ahead. And I'd also like to thank our administration and Mr. Fisher. Every year we've done this, he's been a great support to us, both financial and rooting for us even in the audience on our television show. So if you're not sure what Academic Challenge is, think Jeopardy as a team event. Madison's Academic Challenge team had a very busy year this year. Our teams competed in 4 local all-day Saturday competitions. They represented our school and our community extremely well. In 3 of those 4 tournaments, our students comprised teams with winning records. And in our most recent tournament, which had 20 teams involved, we saw Madison finish 2nd place, only losing to the eventual champion, Shaker Heights. 2 seniors, hopefully here tonight, I think they are, I've seen them come up for many awards, Connor Wood and Alexis Nickerson were key parts of that team and their success. But the highlight of the year, as always, is our appearance on the News Channel 5 television show, Academic Challenge. Madison's 3-person team also included 2 seniors, Owen Hennessy and Connor Wood. Along with sophomore Ashton Keller, our team came within a single question of winning, guessing puppies instead of goats on the final question as time ran out.
We was robbed.
Well, they gave us a chance to win and we didn't get the question right, but it was close. It would have been our first place finish on the show since the show has been brought back about 10 years ago. We were so close, but we had fun. This year we had 9 seniors, I think that's our biggest group ever, that attended competitions and or many of our Monday afternoon arduous practices. I'm certain that might be a record. We would like to recognize each of them for giving their time and their brains to be a part of our group. It was a pleasure for Mrs. Kemper and I to get to know them, to work with them this year. They were definitely a fun and talented group, and they will be missed. We have a token of our appreciation and a signed certificate of their participation this year. Please hold on to the certificate, seniors. It has Mr. Fisher's signature. It's going to be worth something someday.
Not $1,000, that's for sure.
And I'll call you up real quick and come on up and get your award. Quinn Aiken, Alex Byrie, Mallory Couch, Owen Hennessy, Emily Kleps, Alexis Nicholson, sorry, Caitlin O'Connell, Keegan Powell, and Connor Wood. Thank you.
While they're getting the awards, since I was there, some of the parents that were there, we were leading the whole time. We were leading, and then who's the team that ended up winning that day?
Alliance.
Alliance. And they were charging at the end. And we were sitting there, and at one point, we didn't get some points for a question we got. And we were looking at each other, and we thought for sure that they messed up in that. And so, just on the last thing, Alliance answered the last question, and they won. And we're all like, what? There's no way. So I think it was late night, and I got to go to bed early. So I just took off out of there. Well, thanks for a couple of our moms. They protested. Right, Ms. Wood? And the judges went back, they looked at it, because, if you've ever seen a show taped, it's like on the clock, and they're going through, and so they did not want to go back and have to try to change. So they gave them a chance, some goofy question none of us probably could have answered. And so, unfortunately, we was robbed. That's how I would leave it. All right, the next scholarship, we're going to be presenting some of the people up here, administrators in that. But before I do, there's one I just got notification today on, and it's not in the program. It's the Medical Mutual of Ohio Scholarship. And our treasurer had notified us. You have to apply online, and I usually list it in the program. So this young lady doesn't know that she's going to get it. In past years, it's always been $500. So Miss Anna Frobe, congratulations. Come on up. I just had an email, so they're probably going to be contacted. I want to recognize you. Okay? And Miss Grimes, it's your turn for a picture. Go. All right. The next scholarships, we have a number of local scholarships that the school does. So I'm going to call up Mrs. Smith, who's doing the gift scholarship.
This is the 5th year for the Gift 53 Scholarship. It was established by a member of the graduating class of 1953 who wishes to remain anonymous. The scholarship is awarded based on the following acronym: set goals, seek intelligence, have faith, and always try. Recipients must have above average attendance, good grades, remain drug and alcohol free, and a positive attitude toward life. This year we are able to award 3 $1,000 scholarships. And because all 3 of these ladies have been up here already, it's a good thing I chose things from their words through their applications this evening. The first goes to a young woman who has excelled not just in the classroom but also in the athletic arena. In her application, she stated that no matter what challenges she faced, as long as she believed in herself, she could overcome anything. And if she could not do it alone, she had a great support system to help her along the way. Our first recipient of the Gift 53 Scholarship is Alyssa Carruthers.
Most important to check.
Thank you.
Our second recipient is a young woman who honors the past when learning. She loves reading and working with others to see the world from different perspectives. She listens to stories of the past from her family to see how their time influences the present. She too is not just a scholar, but also loves to run. I bet we know who she is. Our second recipient is Julia Sanzalone. And our third recipient is a young woman who believes in giving back to her community. She is active in her church, Crossroads Community Church and models its mission through showing kindness and hope to the world. She believes that by being a good example, she is able to share her faith with others. She has volunteered at Clean Streaks and countless spaghetti dinners to help cancer patients, dog shelters, and other community needs. Our final recipient of this year's Gift 53 scholarship is Jessica Schaefer.
Our next scholarship is the Carlton Fisher Business Scholarship, no relation. And here to present that is Miss Rhodey. That's right there.
Hello. Thank you. The Carlton Fisher Business Scholarship is in its 5th year and was established in memory of Carlton Fisher, a Madison resident. The recipient will receive a $500 scholarship who plans on pursuing a career in business. The recipients of the 5th Carlton Fisher Business Scholarship recipient is Mr. Noah R. Longar.
All right, our next one are the John and Joan Beach Memorial Scholarships. There's actually a couple in there, so Miss Beam, if you want to come forward to do those. Get our notes here. There you go.
The John F. and Joan M. Beach Memorial Scholarship Awards. Joan M. Beach is fondly remembered retired Madison school teacher. Upon her and her husband's death, a scholarship fund was established to memorialize her love of education and their collective desire to assist Madison High School students in their quest for higher education. There are 3 $1,000 scholarships that will be given to students who plan to go into one of the following areas: a service-oriented profession, a career in education, or a career in assisting and helping others. Those are the 3. And these scholarships shall be awarded to students who have gained admission to an accredited university or college and stated desire to complete their education. All of these students were evaluated on their attendance record, their grade throughout their high school career, their choice to have a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle, and their ability to maintain a positive attitude toward life and demonstrate their desire to succeed. Please join me in congratulating these 3 students who are the recipients of the $1,000 scholarships. Miss Megan McCluskey, Miss Madison Shires, and Miss Patricia Welch.
You guys are over there for pictures. All right, our next awards are the Renaissance Awards. I'm going to ask Mrs. Smith to come up for that one. Okay, it's right here.
Because Mrs. Beam and Mrs. Rhodey are going to help present, I'll just do a little segue for a moment, but I cannot believe the generosity of this community this evening and all the outstanding students that have received awards tonight. This is truly my 17th year in this district, and I've gone to just about as many awards programs, maybe except missing the ones where my daughter was getting awards at her awards program, and I am just blown away. I think these students deserve a round of applause. So this is one of my favorite awards. When I was an assistant principal here, I was probably the patron saint of students that needed help, cajoling, and whatever we could do to get them to be successful during their 4 years of high school. And so the Renaissance Award is in its 20th year and was established by a 1959 graduate who also wishes to remain anonymous. And it's called the Renaissance Award and can be given to any student and is selected on the basis of having made overall improvement in academics and/or personal development during their high school career, despite facing personal challenges and adversity. This year's recipients will receive a check for $300. And I'm going to ask Mrs. Beam and Mrs. Rhodey to present, because they're the ladies that are really working with some of these students and have seen that turnaround.
All right, so the first recipient, I just want to tell you a little bit about her. In working with this student over the past 4 years, I really got to know her when she came to me freshman year with some personal challenges that no 15-year-old should ever have to worry about. Over the years, as I have grown to know her on a more personal level, and with each experience, I have seen her meet each challenge head-on, focused, and driven. She has overcome every obstacle with strength and dignity. Some of her best qualities are her work ethic and being a good example to her siblings. I have admired and respected her ambition to make herself not just a better student, but a better person. I am proud of the young lady she has become, and I wish her all the best as she starts her next chapter outside the walls of MHS. Please join me in congratulating this well-deserving recipient of the Renaissance Award, Ms. Anna Solachik. It looks like Anna wasn't able to be with us tonight. I bet she's working, because she's always working. So you can see her at McDonald's if you go through the drive-thru. Anyway, great recipient, great student.
Hello again. I am honored to tell you about one of the Renaissance Award recipients this evening. She came to Madison as a sophomore, not knowing a single soul, and faced with the uphill battle of getting herself on track to graduate. Rather than allow the pressure of these challenges to get the best of her, she made the choice to be strong, make friends, do the work, and thus found her place at Madison High School. From new student to now a role model senior, she is well known by her peers and her teachers as someone who cares and is willing to help others. For the past 2 years, she has even volunteered as a classroom assistant, working with the students that need it the most. They are really going to miss her next year. Her selflessness and passion for supporting others is truly an inspiration to us all. Please join me in congratulating one of this year's Renaissance Award recipients, Miss Paige Burkhammer.
Okay, a couple more awards before we start with the plaques. This next award, let me find my notes. Next scholarship is given in memory of Mr. Robert J. Leach. Bob was an MHS graduate in the class of 1968 who returned to MHS as a math teacher. Then became principal here, was a mentor before me, a gentleman that really influenced and helped me quite a bit. During the mid-1980s and finished his career as an assistant superintendent in Madison schools. He was affectionately known as Mr. No, because every time I asked for something, he said, no, fish, no. And then I'd argue with him, and then he'd give it to me. So he made me earn it. In fact, Bob spent his entire educational career at MHS. As I mentioned, I considered Bob as a mentor during my early years here at MHS. When Bob finally fell to cancer over 10 years ago, family wanted to keep his name alive. The following were characteristics that they wanted to see in an applicant. Minimum GPA of 3.0 or higher, this applicant certainly has that. Remain drug alcohol free during their high school career, display leadership as well as involvement in both school and community activities, and finally plan to attend 2 or 4 year college or university following graduation and pursuing a degree. It is my great honor to present again this year the recipient of the Robert J. Leach Memorial Scholarship for $500 to Mr. Marcus Horton. Marcus? Doing pretty good there, buddy. Miss Grimes? Jack's up, that's why. Go ahead, Jack.
That's right. Good evening. This award here is in its third year. The past recipients include Mr. Fisher here, who the award's named after, and Diane Miller. This is called the William J. Fisher Workhorse Award. Basically, yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't show it yet. So the idea behind the award came from Mr. Mayor and myself, based off the fact that this guy, and you guys all know what he does here on a daily basis, but we get to see what he does behind the screen, behind the doors, and the guy is unbelievable. So a couple of things that we put down, the characteristics that we need here are school spirit, relentless effort, character, commitment, heart, kindness, and dedication to the Madison local schools. These are things that we see from Mr. Fisher on a daily basis. This year's recipient has been with the Madison Schools since 1999. She has taught business classes as well as keyboarding, health, and PE. She was a cheerleading advisor, cross-country coach, and is currently our Infinite Campus coach. I could talk forever about the effort that she gives when it comes to supporting our administration. She holds kids accountable, and she encourages them to follow school rules. She can be heard daily on the second floor hallway reminding kids how to dress and how to act in school. She is the only person in the building, including us, that can walk into the lecture hall by herself and get 300 kids to sit quietly. The words kids and staff use to describe her are bulldog, crazy Crago, and a few other words I cannot say here this evening. But honestly, she has a heart of gold, and the kids love her. More kids come to her about personal issues than any other staff member in our building. Either it be a family matter, self-esteem issue, or somebody posted something online that was inappropriate. Kids go to her and they completely trust her. The kids know that she cares, and they know that she will fight for them. Here's a quote from one of her former students. I don't think they could pick anyone better for this award. She is, I have never seen a more passionate, hardworking, caring teacher and a person as much as you. You don't just care about your job, but the overall well-being of your students. It is truly not only has inspired me, but everyone else around you. Being a freshman in your class, I honestly didn't really know much about you. As soon as I got to know you more, you have made a huge impact in my life. You always had the best interest in me. You pushed me to become more disciplined with my academics. You supported me throughout my high school career and my college career. I am so very thankful for that. I'm also thankful that we still share the close bond today. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would in a heartbeat. I wish I could have been there to see you receive this award tonight. Congratulations on a well-deserved honor. Love, Julie, a.k.a. your adopted daughter. And that's Julie Gavorski, for you guys that don't know her. Coach Willis had this to say about our recipient, and I'm going to do this in my best Coach Willis voice. Oh boy, what can I say about her? Well, she is super strict, but she's fair. She loves kids. She is very supportive of all of our students. She goes to Willoughby to watch our baseball team play, then she'll travel to Mentor to watch the softball team play. She even helps my football team with the lift-a-thon. She travels all over the place to support our kids. She is a mother to a lot of these kids, and she has been a big help to me all these years. Heck, she should be the assistant principal when she retires. So without further ado, I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. This year's 2019 William J. Fisher Award goes to Linda Crago.
Linda, picture. I think all of you have been influenced by her, so that's why we wanted to take a couple minutes to present that tonight. I always say when Miss Crago and I, when we talk, we're both old school. We have a hard time with the new wave and trying to figure things out, but she's been wonderful. Our last scholarship I want to present before we move into the awards is the William J. Fisher Workhorse Award, which is a scholarship. Needless to say, I'm very humbled to have a scholarship which was instituted in my honor. It's also a very difficult process, as I think the world of all of you seniors. And I wish that I could award a scholarship to each of you. Luckily, there was a committee that did all the legwork to come up with this wonderful candidate, in which they look for qualities, as Jack mentioned, character, effort, commitment, leadership, a tireless worker. I hope they weren't thinking about me when they were putting those qualities together. but it is my honor to announce the committee selection for the 2019 Fish Award winner and a $1,000 scholarship. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Victoria Tromba. I'll let one of them. You get Jack, your turn again. All right, one more award, and then we're going to start in the plaques and explain how we're going to do that. On the back of your program, we have 3 thespian people that we want to honor with their thespian honor award and then a cord that they're going to receive to wear at graduation. Unfortunately, it was a club that has sort of fallen apart, but these 3 individuals have been so involved for the 4 years, we wanted to take a moment to recognize them. Before I do that, though, Ms. Smith did allude to it, but and 2 of them were in the musical. I want to, Mr. Cowett, where are you sitting? Give him a big round of applause. He was our director of Footloose. Yeah, thank you, it was awesome. And as I pressured him, I can't tell him enough how happy I was to see 2 sellouts because the budget was really hurting. But if the following individuals would please come forward. Brian Cervelli, who played the preacher. Gabrielle Marusek, who played the daughter. And Shaylin Varag, for all of her musical talent in that. And Gabrielle, I have to say, you guys were phenomenal in your roles, but you were the best brat daughter I've ever seen. The way you screamed and yelled, it brought back memories to mine. All right, let me get the awards. Mr. Couch, would you join them for the picture as their director in that? I know you've directed them for a couple of years. So they're going to do it over in front of the M. Okay, now we're going to move into the academic awards. And Jack, are you taking over here? One of the things we're going to do to try to expedite. If you haven't noticed, there's a few plaques up here. Usually we have 90-ish, 80 to 90 seniors. This is our largest class since I've started doing this for many years. There's 114 plaques for seniors that maintain their 4 years of earning an academic letter. Very, very impressive. So, congratulations. That's awesome. So, this is pretty much in the program. So, as we're running you through it, you're going to get a picture with your parents. Try to keep it down a little bit till we get everybody announced, and then we'll do applause at the end. But we're going to have the parents line up with the kids to try to expedite it. Usually we have you meet, and it takes forever to get set up. First, we've got a couple, 1st, 2nd, 3rd year. We'll recognize, and then we'll line you up for that.
First year? Yep.
You have the names of the program.
Yep. Alrighty. 1st year academic award winners. Hannah Gabor and Nathan Stegner. Alrighty. 2nd year awards. Ashley Akers, Jacob McGrain, and Leah Tarasi.
All right, Jacob, come on up.
Come on, Jacob. And Leah.
We'll keep you up here with the 3rd. Jacob? Yeah, both these guys.
And 3rd year award winners. Madia Keener, Keegan Powell, Shelby Kiefer, Sharon Gashi, Justin Norman, and Leah Tarasi. And now on to the fourth-year academic awards. So we're going to break you up into 3 groups. All right, and then we're going to start with Quinlan Aiken to Emily Gibson.
Along with their parents.
Along with their parents, please. Quinlan Aiken to Emily Gibson. A to G, up to Gibson. Right in order. Yeah, I did. I tweeted it out. All right, slide down the group a little bit if you could, please. All right, just a couple things to me real quick, if you listen, please. I'm going to announce each name. So, for instance, like Quinlan, if I'm going to say a name, and obviously maybe a boy or a girl, but I'm just going to read the name in case they're not in alphabetical order like they should be, just so you guys know, okay? So,
They're going over for a picture.
yep, and they're going to go right over there for a picture, okay? All right, congratulations, judges, on your fourth-year academic awards. Quinlan Aiken, hold your applause to the end, please, because we have a lot of humans. Caitlin Allen. Jared Anderson. Keegan Andres. Alexis Arnett. Doug Bailey. Benjamin Batuski. Matthew Bursell. Alexander Bahari. Shayna Bradley. Kent Butler. Alyssa Carruthers. Brian Cervelli. Allison Cochran. Noah Corbett. Mallory Couch. Brannigan Cram. Haley Crookshank. Mary Davis. Cody Dean. Alexandra Geist. Olivia Del Senor. Amber DePoy. Sage Dabrowski. Gavin Dooley. Colin Douglas. Adam Dunlap. Hannah Elkins. Alexander Ensley. Jason Ferguson. Amber Farah. Matthew Ferrier. Veronica Foreman. Tabitha Fox. Anna Froby. Miriam Gashi. Mina Gephardt. No Gibson. Congratulations, A to G. Come on. Alrighty, now we're going to stick, it's still G, but Isabella Nagy, all the way down to Caitlin O'Connell. Isabella Nagy, Caitlin O'Connell. Round 2.
Cell phone. Just kept me here all night.
This is your first chance to get up here? That is awesome. That is funny. Alrighty, we're going to get started here. Quiet, please. Just so that we can hear their names be called. Isabel Nagy. Kayla Guthrie. Adriana Hanzak. Rachel Hartman. Ron Hartman. Should have called you together, huh? Congrats. Owen Hennessy. Joe Hensley. Marcus Horton. Brooke Howley. Daisy Jacob. Gabrielle Jane. Kevin Kamsing. Jacob Keller. Lauren Keller. Emily Klepps. Edward Klimko. Mira Costin. Paige Kuchka. Cookta. I'll get it for Saturday. Cookta. C-O-O-K. Cookta. Got it. Got it. Xavier Koontz. Nolan Landis. Benjamin Lawson. Justin Lewis. Nicholas March. Dion Marino. Olivia Marthaler. Seth Martrana. Bailey McCandless. Megan McCluskey. Brandon McCoy. Thomas McKenzie. Nicholas Myers. Hannah Mizrak. Cassidy Morgan. Alexandra Naso. Elizabeth Nemeth. Alexis Nickerson. And the last in this group, Caitlin O'Connell. Give them a round of applause, please. Yeah, now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Ms. Grimes, and coming on up here first, Jordan Pasalacqua, JP, and we're going to finish with Hannah Woodruff. Good luck.
Thanks.
I got you.
Thanks.
Check it off.
Are you not using this?
Olivia Obach should be first one. Olivia Obach.
No, I have Jordan. Oh, she's not on.
Oh, he's right. Olivia Obach.
Where am I?
And Trinity Wurgler, at her at the bottom. I don't know, the bottom one got cut off. W-R-G.
That's the big one. Olivia Obach's the first one.
We got you.
Okay, I could have a little bit of quiet. I laughed before, I'm sorry. This is my second year, and if you guys are familiar with the Brady Bunch at all, Marsha, that's how I feel about Mr. Whaley. It's always Whaley, so that's where. Anyhow, I'm pleased to announce our last set of recipients, Olivia Obach, I'm sorry, Olivia. Jordan Pasalacqua. Hunter Pierce. Gabrielle Perusik. James Rieger. Charlotte Regal.
Rocky Riesta Miklich, Julia Bertaco, Alex Rowe, Julia Sansalone, Jessica Schaefer, Allison Schultz, Madison Shires, Colton Skoke, Shelby Slattery, Brendan Snopel, Shane Spaten, Ethan Stadronsky, Mackenzie Sunquist, Paige Swift, Jared Simchak, Grace Terrelmus, I promise by Sunday, Saturday, Grace, I'm sorry. Leah Tarazi, hopefully it'll be him, right? Victoria Tramba, yeah, I'll be practicing. Fatima Vasquez Mendoza, Wyatt Verney, Shaylin Varag, nice guys. I love the support.
I'm proud of ourselves.
Very good. Clara Walker, Dylan Warren, Tyler Watson, Emma Weaver, Amanda Webster, Alexander Weinheimer, Elizabeth White, Kobe Wilson, Connor Wood, Kyle Wood, Hannah Woodruff, and Trinity Werger. Have a round of applause for those recipients. Thank you.
Good. All right, once again, let's give all the students a nice round of applause for all their awards tonight. Thank yous I have on the back, so I won't repeat them, but I do want to thank the most important group, and that are you, the parents, in that. So thank you for all of your support. You have great kids in that, and I look forward to Saturday. And seniors, 8:30 Thursday morning rehearsal. Don't be late. That concludes the program. Thank you again for coming.